Create a save file for this application. Will I ever play this again? Probably not. Nah, I changed my mind. Save. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play 1001 Games. I'm your host, Gaming Jay, and today we're hopping into the 3D puzzle game about shooting little people onto floating cubes, and somehow that does a thing. I don't know, the description for this game was actually kind of hard to follow, so I guess we're going to be figuring this one out together, but it's about cubes, and your weapon of choice is a people-firing cannon. So, I mean, from that description alone, you guys should be intrigued. Here are the little people-ites that we'll be throwing. Oh, the girl just landed on the dude. Did you see that? Just full on hit him. So this game has co-op. You can play this game co-op. Apparently it's quite fun as co-op. We've never played before, so let's actually check out the tutorial and then we'll hop into the game. Basic play practice. How about you just show me the controls? So create a phallos is to shake the Wiimote. They could have the name there. Phallos is just poorly chosen. Confirm your aim and target with the A button. Swing the phallos down. Okay, I'm gonna have to be moving the Wiimote. My hope is I don't hit myself in the face, because as I'm recording this video, I'm like sitting at a desk in front of my TV with the Wiimote like right in front of my face. So let's try and not bop myself in the face. That'll be our goal for today, guys. And the B button moves the view. Okay. I thought they would actually let me practice, but you know what? We got the moves. Let's just do it. We don't need any more tutorial other than that. So look at all these different levels. I feel like I'm gonna have a seizure if I keep doing this, but here's all the different levels you can explore. Get a good look at them. You guys see the levels we're gonna be playing? We'll start on level 1, world 1. Usually a good place to start when you play a game. So this game I have honestly never heard of before. I don't know anyone who's ever played it. I'm interested to see. I feel like, okay, we have 100 seconds to get 2 phalloses onto our cube. So we gotta shake the Wiimote. We've generated a phallos. Now we aim and we throw that guy. Or we just, there we go. All right, they laughed when they landed. What is happening? Okay, I threw a dude and a girl onto a cube, and the guy just died. Wait, what? Was that? What happened? I think I just killed the dude. Okay, that was a super easy puzzle. Now we need 3 phalloses, at least 1 per cube. Okay, so we already have one there. So we'll just do like this, and then we throw them. Okay. Oh, and the cubes sort of rotate. I see. So based on the weight of where you put them. Oh, she's totally going to fall to her death. She's totally going to fall to her death. What do I do? Can I help her? Oh, he's falling to his death. Okay, can I rotate the cube a bit? Is this helping you guys? I like how the one girl's just straight up sitting on a horizontal line. Okay, that guy fell to his death. -5 points. What do I do now? Oh, I position these guys. Okay. And then I throw them. Boom! Alright, the cube is tipping. I'm not very good at this, as it turns out. Don't worry, guys. I will right the ship. Everyone, this is gonna be okay. Meet your new friends, Joey and Jan. Jan just fell to her death straight up. They're like, oh god, who is putting us here? Alright, everyone sit there. The cube is rotating. So there's clearly some kind of puzzle-solving element to it. I think I'm still figuring it out. It's about balancing these little people on this cube. Interesting. Anyway, yeah, no one I know has ever played this game, so it's kind of let's try and be strategic here. What's not going to sort of unbalance the cube? I'm going to generate new people real quick. Oh god, don't worry. And boom, throw them on. Oh god, that cube is tilting. A lot of those people are going to fall into oblivion. I feel like I am some kind of like uncaring god who's trying to send souls to a square planetoid, and I don't really care if they make it or not. As long as I get to the next planetoid, I'm happy. But yeah, so we had a lot of games. Games that people haven't necessarily heard of. I kind of feel like way back in the early days of gaming, I was a child of the shareware days. So I would go into like movie rental stores and spend like $5, and I would buy a CD that had like 50 shareware games on it. And I'd go over to my friend's house because I didn't have a computer with a CD-ROM drive, and we would spend the afternoon after school installing shareware games off of this CD one at a time, seeing if any were good. And they're like desperately crawling for ledges and stuff, desperately trying to hold on. Wait, what do I have to do here? I need more of them? Okay, she just fell off. Let's just start throwing these guys. And let's just keep it going. Just keep it going. All right, one's getting thrown at the wall. All right, we did it somehow. We're heroes. And off they go. This is such a dark game. But anyway, yes, I would buy these shareware CDs, and we would, there'd be 50 games on them. And, like, honestly, maybe one or two would be good. In fact, I think I remember discovering Cannon Fodder off of one of these shareware CDs. And Cannon Fodder is a freaking amazing DOS game. So, yeah, these DOS shareware discs were just things that we did back in the day. And it's how you discovered games. And there was a lot of really bad shareware games. But then there were some gems. And I kind of feel like when the Wii started to come out, it was kind of like that too. It was sort of like the Wild West of gaming, where like some games were good. There was obviously good like full-priced games, but then there was a lot of games that were like $20, and you're like, oh, it's only a $20 game, but you play it and it really feels like it's only worth it really is only worth $20. But the interesting thing is, I think, here's the final cube. Also, it's not one cube, it's a whole bunch of cubes attached, so I don't think they know what cubes are. But I think when you're in that mode, when it's like you can create all sorts of games at different price points and stuff, I'm not 100% against that, because I do kind of feel like you end up getting more creative games, You get a lot of trash that you have to sift through, but nonetheless, you also get a lot of interesting games. So, yeah, I didn't have a Wii at the height of its popularity. I only got one like later on. But it is definitely a thing where I was like, there's like a lot of really crappy Wii games out there, and I don't know why it happened for the Wii and not other games consoles. But it just sort of seems like there was tons of these like little games that were like WiiWare games and cheap games and so on. And but it's kind of interesting. You get weird games like this. Like I'm playing this and I'm like, this isn't a bad game. Like I'm not enjoying myself. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Intelligent Cube, that game for the PS1. It's obviously different. I mean, this has like motion controls and stuff. I don't know if you guys have been hearing the screams. They're coming from my Wiimote. My Wiimote is kind of near my mic. But when I fling my Wiimote and hurl these people through space and time onto these cubes, I get little screams out of my Wiimote here. But yeah, like Intelligent Cube was also sort of a weird cube puzzle game. It played quite different than this. This is obviously a motion-controlled game, but yeah, it was. I liked Intelligent Cube. It was actually a pretty cool game. I only ever, I think, had the demo. We never got the full version of it. Choose a stage to play. Can we just play any stage? Like, can we just play the last stage? Like level 6, world 6. These are the cubes in hell. These are like the Hellraiser puzzle cubes, and you're throwing people onto them. And if you don't land them correctly, the chains come out and like rip them apart. Like in Hellraiser. That movie is actually like really crazy. I remember as a kid, I got a videotape of Hellraiser. Somebody had like recorded the movie onto like a VHS tape, and I had it like hidden in my room. And I watched it like when my parents weren't home, and it literally gave me nightmares. It was actually like really terrifying. Like I woke up in the middle of the night a few nights after I watched it, and I took the tape and I buried it in the garbage in the kitchen because I was like, I can't have it in the house anymore. Like it scarred me as a kid. It's a freaking dark movie. I think it was even Hellraiser 2, the one that I saw. Anyway, I don't know why we're talking about Hellraiser in a Wii game. Can you guys think of any like Wii games like this where it's like they're just like little puzzle games? They're not like the best game or anything like that you've ever played, and they're like a little quirky and different. Like not necessarily the kind of game. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, I threw them. Oh, I just barely made it. I didn't realize there was a time limit now. All right. So I got 2 girls and 2 guys on each side. There we go. Oh, and one of the dudes just fell to his death. I regret nothing! He just falls into oblivion. The helping cube. I don't know what these do. I skipped my way to this final level. Game, what? Okay, I'm gonna try throwing people onto the green cube and hope for the best. So, boom, boom. There we go. I'm gonna keep you know, vibrating the Wiimote to generate a lot more of these peoples. Keep it going here. Oh God, what's happening here? This person is a ghost. I just threw a ghost onto a cube. What does that mean? They're like an alien. They actually have weird shaped arms and stuff. I'm gonna throw someone at the helping cube. Oh, I can't throw yet. It's weird if you throw people in pairs. Oh, they just threw her onto the side of a cube. It's kind of funny. Okay, boom, land on the helping cube. Okay, the helping cube does nothing. What am I supposed to be doing here? Just gonna keep lobbing people at this thing as fast as I can. Here, see if you guys can hear the screams. Yeah, you can kind of hear those sound effects coming from the Wiimote. We failed somehow. I don't know what the heck was going on there. We're gonna give up because clearly jumping to the last level is not the way you're supposed to be playing this game. Let's try level 2. Let's try like 1 or 2 more of these sort of cubes and just see what they're about. I mean, the game, it's a pretty simple game. But yeah, I mean, simple games aren't always bad. Again, like, so what are some interesting little, like, WiiWare games? Or it doesn't even have to be WiiWare, because nowadays, like, there's the PlayStation Store and the Xbox Store, and of course there's always been Steam for a while now, so it's like, there's all sorts of, like, indie games and little games, but I don't even think of shareware games as really like modern indie games, because I feel like modern indie games tend to be better than shareware games. Like, shareware games were literally games that were made by, like, one person in their basement. You know, like, it was like a one-person development team. So it's like the graphics were usually really rough, and the sound was rough and stuff. But it's like sometimes the games were actually really fun. And yeah, so the shareware era. For some reason, the Wii sort of shovelware reminds me of the shareware era. I don't know. I mean, other folks out there, if you grew up in the shareware era, does the Wii shovelware era remind you of that or not? One company that is like synonymous for me with shareware is Apogee. I always called them Apogee. I still do sometimes just because it feels right to me. But Apogee, you know, they made Commander Keen and the original Duke Nukems before he went 3D, before he realized there was a third dimension he could be partying in. What else did they make? I think they released the original Wolfenstein 3D. So Apogee had a really close working relationship with id Software, basically. Because Commander Keen was id, Wolfenstein 3D was id. id Software eventually just started to do their own thing, though. Okay, so I eventually, that ghost kind of looks like a Mr. Meeseeks to me. But eventually you just sort of randomly get assigned a ghost and you have to like throw him. Let's throw these people at the wall. Boom! Oh, I was trying to do a bank shot. You know, like in pool, I was trying to do like a ricochet shot with humans. I guess it doesn't work. The ghost is like fighting that dude. He's like scaring him away. Okay, what just happened? I thought I placed these guys. Boom! Oh, I threw one girl into another. Hey, here's a fun idea. I'm gonna start trying to throw people on other people. So I'm gonna try and land people on the cube, but like aggressively so that people are literally slamming into people. That would hurt. Imagine you were standing on the street and somebody fired another person at you through a cannon. That would be brutal. That'd also be so insulting. Like, I would just be so insulted if that happened to me. I'd be like, you can't like hit me with a cabbage or something. You have to throw another person at me. That is not cool, man. You don't lob people at other people. Here, we're gonna hit this girl with a ghost. Give him our shot real good. Kaboom! Okay, she's got a couple Mr. Meeseeks around her. I want to try and lob more people at her, if I can. Okay, they're coming for her. Kaboom! Okay, that actually did nothing. Oh, and we have another Mr. Meeseeks to place. So the controller in the corner is like telling me what to do. Oh, that guy just fell off for some reason. Dude! How? You're just alone on a cube by yourself? The cube's not even moving and you fall off. That's just embarrassing, man. You're just embarrassing yourself. Okay, she fell too. I have another ghost to place. My cube is infested with ghosts. The spirits of all the people I've let down. Uh-oh. People seem to be dying at an alarming rate. Oh, that guy just had no hope. Okay, so if you were in a person cannon and you're being fired at a cube with the hope of like landing on the cube and somehow surviving, when the person aiming the cannon just totally fires you at a corner with no hope and you just slam into a wall and fall into oblivion, that's the worst. When like the guy manning the cannon doesn't even give you a shot. Okay, we're gonna try one more level here to get the full experience of you, me, and the cubes. It's really you, me, and you guys and the cubes. No, that doesn't work. It is you, me, and the cubes. It's you, me, and the cubes. Somehow they knew we'd be Let's Playing this. Who knew? 40 seconds to solve this cube. Can we do it? Boom. Boom. All right, that's a good place to put two people. Look, one's in love and one had an exciting thought with the exclamation point over his head. Here, let's just have a little bit of fun here. Those people displeased us. That is what you get. We just punished those two people for no reason. Boom. All right. We got a party going on up here. Yeah, everyone's so excited. Sit down now. I guess we've affixed a large amount of super glue to their butts before we fire them at the cannons, because once they sit, they seem to be incredibly secure. All right, cube 2. At least one fallow per cube. All right, we have 4 fallows. All right, let's do this. So I don't know what this 2 is, but I will kind of want to put 2 people up here and find out what happens. All right, they are up there. Let's try and do a bank shot. This must be possible. Like if I throw someone there and someone there. Boom. Yeah, we passed the level. All right, and they're gonna fall to their deaths. So, yeah, so 2 of the people just fell to their death. It's actually so amusing to watch the people die. I would be a terrible, cruel god if ever I was one. You know, put me in charge of these little NPCs. I'm horrible to them. It's like every single game I've played where I'm in control of like the lives of little computer people, it always ends poorly for them. Populous, Civilization, all these games. I'm just not to be trusted with any amount of power. Even a small amount of virtual power goes to my head, apparently. Alright, we got those people. How many do we need? Let's throw a guy at her. Oh, she walked out the way. Oh, there's your ricochet shot. Oh, did you see that? Yeah, but it's a victory. Alright. I think something that makes it easy to not care for these people is they all seem to be clones. It'd be more interesting, actually, if every time you threw a person, it was like a unique, different human being. So, I wonder how they thought of the concept for this game, or like what the pitch meeting was. They're like, all right, imagine, if you will, a cube floating in space, and you throw a person onto that cube. How would it move? What would you feel? That's what I want to capture in You, Me, and the Cubes. The feeling of throwing literal people at cubes and watching them spin. Watching those people struggle for existence. Desperately wanting to not die. You, Me, and the Cubes. It's a family-friendly game meant for the Wii. There you go. That blue guy ain't making it. I knew after I placed him, he was done. Oh yeah, we failed. Why me? Let's just throw one more person for fun. Oh, we can't even. You have to throw them in pairs. Another intricacy of this cube-based puzzle game, I imagine, is that humans will only be thrown in gendered pairs. I don't know why. So, I don't know. Interesting kind of little puzzle game. Actually, wait, what's You, Me, and the Void? What is this? You Mean the Edge? Oh, it's different songs. It's like Dr. Mario. You pick your favorite tune. I didn't even realize there was music to be. If I'm being totally honest, didn't even realize there was music in the background. So yeah, this game was developed though by what's his name, Kenji Ino, and I think he was a musician and also a game designer. So I mean, I kind of get that there's a bit of a sort of sound integration into this game, but. Again, didn't really notice that there was music. Anyway, this is one of the games in the book of 1,001 Video Games You Must Play Before You Die. I think it's an interesting little puzzle game. It's nothing astonishing to me. You know, like the idea of throwing these people to cubes and you have to balance the cubes. It's fine. I don't know if I'm blown away enough by this to think that this is a must-play, but obviously the writers of the book felt that there was a little bit of a hidden gem potential here. So let me turn it to you guys. What do you think of Yumi and the Cubes here? Is it a unique and interesting puzzle game, perhaps a hidden gem in the WiiWare collection? Or is it a game that's acceptable, but maybe you could think of other gems? And if you can't think of other gems from the WiiWare collection, please let me know. I know this game, like, we're throwing little people at blocks. It also kind of was reminding me of Boom Blocks, which I think is a much more successful and mainstream version of sort of throwing things in the Wii. And that game is in the book, so the book didn't omit it, but it did decide to include this one. And I'm curious to know what you guys think about the decision to have this in the book. So let me know in the comments down below. As always, people, whatever you think of the game that has you throwing humans at cubes in a void, whatever you think of that game, hopefully today I have made it interesting for you. If I have, don't forget to like the video and all that stuff, and I will see you again soon. Until then, my friends, you all take care of yourselves, and peace.